Ano? Ayan, meron na. Okay na?
Oo, be, meron na.
Ayan. So, dito naman tayo sa Sweden. Gymnastics in Sweden was inspired by nationalism in the early 1800s. Henrik Ling, 1776 to 1839, was a key figure in the growth of gymnastics. So, he created a military training program for men and the institute that emphasizes mass drills and movements from position to position on command and in a defined progressive series. So, Ling was appointed as the director of the Royal Gymnastics Central Institution in Stockholm in 1814. So, nag-create din si Ling ng exercise equipment like stall bars, vaulting rocks, and oblique ropes. Ling was also credited with the advancement of medical, educational, and aesthetic gymnastics in addition to his military gymnastic programs. Next is to Denmark. Danish gymnastic was also inspired by nationalism in the early 1800s. Franz Nachtigal, 1777 to 1847, known as the father of Danish physical education for his contribution to the creation of physical education program in Denmark. So 1777, Nachtigal established the first private outdoor gymnasium in Copenhagen. So, itong gymnasium na 'to is dedicated to physical training. 1804, the Danish king appointed Nachtigal as the director of the training school for military gymnastics instructors. Great Britain. Physical education was approached differently in the early 1800s in Great Britain. Sports and leisure pursuits were distinctly divided by class line or by socioeconomic status. For example, dito is yung football, soccer, and boxing required little equipment were common among the working class, and cricket and rugby became common among upper class citizens. So, kung magbibigay ako ng example dito sa Pilipinas, yung mga upper class citizen is yung mga sport nila is golf, tennis, etc. Yung mga naglalabas ka talaga ng malaking pera para malaro mo yung sport na yun. So, sa lower class naman is, ayun, common yung mga basketball, di ba? Kahit sa mga street lang, pwede mong laruin yung basketball. Um, Next is the history of physical education in the Philippines. So, dito papakita yung mga common na physical activity na nagawa noong unang panahon. So, first sa pre-Spanish era, the Negritos or Aitas used bows and arrows to hunt for food. They run, leap, jump, and run. They enjoy music and dancing. So, yung music and dancing, alam ko meron pa hanggang ngayon ito eh. 'Di ba? Meron tayo yung sa mga jeep or mga nanlilimos. Yung mga itas na nagamit ng mga tambol, ganun. Next is Indonesian and Malay's period, producing food through planting and cultivating the mountainsides. Agriculture. They also dance as a form of religious activities. Bathing and swimming are the favorite pastime in the rivers, ponds, etc. Spanish regime enforced labor among low-class Filipinos throughout the building of churches and other infrastructure is the only physical activity of the people while waiting for the time of harvest after planting in this time. So, kaya usually ang binibuild ng mga Pilipino noon yung churches kasi 'di ba sa Spanish ang parang ang influence nila sa atin dito is the Kristyanismo. So, these are the popular physical activity dance among Filipinos in the time due to the influence of Spanish culture. Meron tayong fandango, kuracha, hotap, polka, mazurka, rigodon, and lanceros. In religious event like Santa Cruzan, ceremonial dances are performed where people ate, sang, drank, and danced to their heart's content. So, familiar naman tayo lahat sa Santa Cruz, di ba? Yung mga, sa mga barangay or lugar-lugar, itong event na to. Filipinos used to play games after the Santa Cruzan or during big celebration. So, ito yung mga games na popular. Patin, palo sebo, Juego de Anillo, sungka, siklot, piko, luksong tinik, hide and seek, patintero, sipa, top spinning, kite flying. So, itong apat na last is games that young boys enjoy. Pero umabot naman tayo 'di ba na nalaro natin 'tong mga games na 'to kahit naman babae na-e-enjoy 'tong mga larong 'to. So, for the formal education of the Filipinos, school, colleges, and universities were established, pero wala pa sa curriculum yung physical education yung in-establish yung mga schools, colleges, and universities. So, physical education was made a part of the curriculum at the Ateneo de Municipal de Manila, which was established by the Jesuits fathers. 1863, Royal Decree created a normal school for men in the city of Manila, and another royal decree established a superior normal school for women, pero wala pa rin physical education sa curriculum nila. 1893, gymnastics was added to the curriculum at the Superior Normal School for Men teachers. So gymnastics lang yung na included dun sa curriculum. 1867, Manila Jockey Club was established to oversee the holding a horse races. American regime, 1901, physical education became one of the subjects taught in public schools and daily athletics program was developed. So alam naman natin yung American is malaki talagang influence nila sa education. After 4 years, baseball and track and field were introduced. Another 4 years, the school's athletic program was launched. 1910, basketball was first adopted as a female-oriented sport. So, hindi siya pang male, female. Dito din sa American regime, published the athletics handbook. 1914, they gave specific training for Filipino teachers, Teacher Vacation Assembly in Manila. 5 years passed, they published a syllabus titled Physical Education Manual for Teachers. So last is the Spanish regime. Since the military government forbade it, Filipinos did not engage in sporting events. The Filipinos were engrossed in the war at the time. So ayun, walang sport na nangyari sa time ng Japanese kasi puro war ang Philippines. That's all po.
May nakikita na po.
Meron na,
Yes, Beth.
be.
Okay. So, ngayon nalaman natin yung history ng physical education. Ngayon naman magtutungo tayo sa motor behavior. Motor behavior is learning and refining motor skills are among the main concern of physical education, exercise science, and sport practitioners. So, motor behavior is one of the most important in physical education, exercising science, and sport practitioner. It's because motor behavior includes all kind of arm movements from involuntary to goal-directed action in every part of our body from head to toe or any kind of physical activity and social context we do. This motor behavior is our bridges for our entire lifespan from the first of our fatal movement, yung simula yung pagkabata natin, and hanggang sa pagtanda natin. So yung motor behavior is kung ano yung ginagawa natin noon, nung childhood pa tayo, hanggang ngayon is nagagawa natin. Kumbaga, habang lumilipas yung panahon is mas nade-develop siya in terms sa physical education and sa surroundings and environment natin. So, sa motor behavior, meron siyang motor activity. The first one is motor learning. Motor learning is a learning about how people or students learned, controlled, and developed new skills and knowledge through their practices and experiences in physical activity. Like for example ng motor learning, walking, running, jumping, swimming, and other activities na kung saan ginagamitan ito ng ng muscles natin, like yung, arms, legs, feet, yung buong katawan. And we mostly develop this during our childhood through playing and physical activity. So, tulad nga ng sabi ko, dito sa motor learning, dito is natututo ka pa lang kung paano mo malalaman yung isang bagay, kung paano mo siya kokontrolin, at kung paano mo siya made-develop through experiences and practices. The next one is motor control. From the word control, this is the ability of a person to produce a smooth controlled movement which begins with the regulation directed by our brain. For example ng motor control is proper diet. Um, dito mas matututunan natin kung paano natin i-control yung sarili natin gamit yung mga utak natin. And example, yung proper diet. Halimbawa, gumawa ka ng journal na simula umaga hanggang hapon para yun yung heavy meal mo. Then paggabi mo ang kinakain natin is protein. Yun yung mga halimbawa kapag nag-ano ka ng proper diet. So ayun yung motor control. The third is motor development. This is the physical growth that's strengthening our a child bones, muscles, and ability to move and touch that involves in our surroundings. Like for example ng motor development is yung track and field. Kung mapapansin natin sa PE natin, commonly ginagamit to ng grade 6 is ititrain, magkakaroon ng parang paligsahan between girls to girls, boys to boys. So doon, pag pinatakbo kayo ng teacher ninyo, halimbawa paunahan kayo, is makikita doon ng teacher mo is na may abilidad ka na gawin yung ganito. So, ayun yung example ng motor development. Kapag nakita ka ng potential, kukunin ka niya as a player, then iti-train ka niya. Kumbaga, nade-develop mo yung mga new skills, knowledge, techniques, strategies, kung paano nga ba maging isang ganap na player. So, pagtapos ng motor activity, doon na tayo sa stages of learning, Fitz and Posner. Individuals more across many phases as they master motor skills and make the transition from unskilled to professional athletes. So, kapag sinasabi dito sa Fitz and Posner, kapag meron kang motor learning, motor control, motor development, is nakakapag-develop ka ng kakaibang skills na hindi mo pala alam na pwede ka maging professional athletes. So, sa stages of learning, meron siyang tatlo. The first one is cognitive stage, associative stage, and autonomous stage. Cognitive stage, the pupils is attempting to comprehend the natural goal of the task to be learned. At the time, the pupils must also pay attention to the information presented by the teachers, which can lead both verbal and visual information, such as demonstration, videotape, and etc. So, cognitive, this is the first stage where the students are trying to work out to understand something. Ito yung part ng curious sila sa lahat ng bagay. Like for example, um, neto is pag nagkaroon ng PE. So halimbawa ikaw pinahawa ka ng bola. So ikaw, paano ba yung tamang pag-dribble? So siyempre through sa pag-dribble nyon is parang naeengganyo ka, mas parang ito pala yung ginagawa tamang pag-ano ng dribble ng bola. So, ganun yung cognitive learning. Kumbaga nag-a-attempt ka kung paano ba 'to gawin, ano ba yung mga strategies nito at iba pa. So, cognitive learning, it's okay to perform any mistakes since from the word cognitive, it is a process of acquiring new knowledge itself to understand something. Ayun nga, sa cognitive, okay lang na magkamali ka kasi sa stage na to, wala namang perfect. Ayan. Tas sa cognitive, commonly mas matutunan ng bata through demonstration, videotape, and presenting any ideas 'pag nagtuturo yung teachers. The next one is associative stage. The pupils mastered the fundamental of the skills and concentrating on honoring it. The pupils is also aware of some of the obvious error she making when performing the task. So this stage, the students is learning how to perform the skills well and how to adapt the skills. In this point, student must focus and mastering necessary timing for the skills. So dito is kailangan hindi naman totally ima-master. Kumbaga, tatandaan mo lang yung bawat skill na ifa-facilitate ng teacher sa'yo. Dito sa associative stage, okay lang din na magkamali ka since inaalam mo pa, mina-master mo pa yung mga skill kapag if ever na magpe-perform ka. The third is autonomous stage. After a lot of practice, the pupils will get the learning stage. She can perform the skills without few errors. The ability is well coordinated and seems to be done with ease. The ability has almost become automatic at this stage. Eto madalas natin 'tong nararanasan kapag for example sumasayaw tayo. Hindi natin namamalayan kahit may mali tayo, parang 'pag nandun ka na sa mismong, stage or perform is nag-o-automatic na nagagalaw kasi dahil yun sa ano natin um, tawag nito, wait lang, doon sa motor control. So, connected siya dun sa motor control. Kumbaga, nade-develop siya sa true brain na ito yung tamang paggalaw, ito yung tamang step na gagawin natin. So, this is the stage where the students perform well the skills with consistency without any yan. They are all able to concentrate and adopt the performance that the teachers give a task. In other words, this stage achieve and master all sub matters of skills, able to combine the whole performance. It also involves the practice skills in order to enhance and it become autonomous. So, kumbaga tuloy-tuloy lang. Sa autonomous is na-master mo na lahat-lahat pero hindi ibig sabihin nun hindi ka na nagkakamali. So, dito sa autonomous puwede pa rin magkamali. Basta kapag nandun lang sa mismong perform is automatic siya, naaalala yung mga, example skills, um, ayan skills. So, dito na tayo sa historical foundation. Historical foundation of health. According to Green and Creeter 2005, any combination of learning opportunities designed to foster voluntary activities to health on how health education is characterized. Health education philosophy and practice base has evolved moving away from one-on-one and mass media behavioral approach to provide accountability for policies, process, and environment that influence population health. So according, based on my research, Green and Creator Health Education is about the combination of learning experiences of a person that designed to facilitate awareness, knowledge, information, and ideas about health that emphasize the importance of multiple approaches of behavior and educational intervention. So dito sa historical foundation of health, pinapaliwanag na dito na lahat ng mga opportunities na kailangan is may requirements na dapat na kapag nagpa-facilitate ka ng awareness is nade-deliver mo siya ng maayos dun sa mga pupils mo. Hindi lang siya about kung paano mo siya, hindi lang siya about mag-facilitate ng knowledge, kundi rin yung awareness kasi pwede nilang ma-apply nila sa sarili nila yun, at pwede rin nilang maibahagi o i-share dun sa mga parents, friends, and etc. Health education and health promotion are frequently used interchangeably in the United States in the early 21st century, whereas health promotion is used globally as umbrella definition that involves health education. It means health education involves voluntary changes, behavioral through giving awareness, knowledge, skills, belief, attitude, and values. Whereas health promotion is utilized approaches that compel individuals to change their behavior. So sinasabi dito, yung 21st century, yung sa United States in the early 21st century, ang commonly na ginagamit talaga doon is yung health promotion. Pero magkaiba pala yung kahulugan ng health education and health promotion. Parehas lang ng pinapaliwanag, pero mas pinalawak pa yung kaalaman naman nun. Pag sinabi kasi ng health promotion is nagpo-promote, it's about promoting a healthy lifestyle that promote that nagpo-promote ka ng about healthy lifestyle. So sa health education naman, it is commonly used in the school na kung saan nag-facilitate ka ng topic about health, awareness, knowledge, na kung saan nakaka-apply doon ng bata. Kaya sinasabi dito na ang health promotion is globally. Ibig sabihin pangpalahatan ito. Hindi naman lahat sa iba't ibang bansa is merong health education. Hindi naman lahat doon is pare-parehas ng curriculum. So, sinasabi dito, it establishes the distinct body of knowledge, specified competencies, credential system for individuals, coded at a federal occupational classification recognized accreditation process in higher education. Health education considered amateur discipline. So, ayun nga, na anong kakaiba ng health education, health promotion. So, yung health education, kung paano natin madidisiplina na yung mga future pupils natin na galing yung tamang gawin nila, na alagaan nila yung sarili nila, at kung paano yung mga tamang pagkain na dapat kinakain nila. So, yung particular health promotion is globally na kung saan na-promote sila ng healthy lifestyle. So, ayun lang po yung report ko. Thank you.